Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the WORKPRO brand, their 300 watt AC portable power station. Has 307 watt hours using an internal lithium iron phosphate battery, which is one of the safest batteries out there. It has a 96,000 milliamp hour battery inside here, which is really huge. And it has two 12 volt DC output ports, 120 volt outlet, two USB-A ports, USB-C input output port, and jump starter module and cables and dual LEDs. And by the end of this video, you'll be convinced that this is something you want to buy, because this is really impressive. Brand new product, and I'm going to test all the features out on this. So this also produces a pure sine wave, which we're going to test. So right here is the included charger. You can see it's ETL rated, which is really great. Has a barrel connector on there. We're going to show how to charge it. That's the input right there, the 12 volts. Has a 120 volt plug on there. Another way to charge it we're going to show is with this cigarette lighter adapter with this great cable that's included. And then the other thing right here, you'll notice it does have a 12 volt jump start feature built right in using that plug right there, and we're going to demonstrate that. I do have a dead battery on my car, so we're going to be able to test that out and see how that works. The port for that is right here, and that's where that plugs right in to there. It only goes one way, and that allows you to gain access to the 12 volt battery in there to jump start the car. Really nice that they included that. You have a combination of all these different things on here. Now let's zoom in on here so I can show you more with what's on here. Here now we can see everything. You can see that you have power right there, and you can turn it on and off quite easily, and it gives you a status of the battery pack in there. That is the input I showed. That's for charging. There's the two USB output ports where you could charge anything. The unit does come with a nicely written instruction manual, and has a nice a 1-year warranty on the product, which is great, from the manufacturer. Here is the two DC outputs that use a barrel connector on there. We're going to demonstrate those. You can draw like 10 amps on these, so that's a way to gain access to that 12 volt battery inside here. Now here's that port I talked about for jump starting already. Really nice. Now let's look on the left side right here, and here is where the magic happens. You have a fan port you could see. You turn this on, and what happens is this starts producing 120 volts pure sine wave, and the fan will come on when it's needed for energy, when it gets a little warm. And on the top right here is a really nice handle that opens up. It only weighs about 10 pounds. So it allows you to carry this quite easily, which is nice. Now on the opposite side, there is the fan input right there also, so air is going to flow through here. And you see it has two LEDs, and there's a little button right there, and they come on, and they're decent brightness. You can see right there into the camera. Hit it again, and it goes even brighter. And then it has a basic SOS mode for emergencies if you're on the side of the road. Then you hit it again and it goes off. Very simple. On the bottom of the unit has really nice oversized silicone pads on there, and all the technical information about the product is on there. Let's talk about these ports. I got the USB-A ports right here. I've got A to C cables, and I'm charging a really powerful flashlight right now, and my mobile phone, my Pixel 6, getting a nice charge indicator right there. You could charge anything that uses USB-A, and that could be USB-A to micro USB or USB-A to C. And this will handle a certain amount of power. It'll handle 3 amps 9 volts, 3 amps 12 volts, 3 amps 15 volts, 3 amps 20 volts, 3.25 amps. They're both high power. Your device capacity will adjust based on how much current that it needs. And you could charge your laptop, your netbook, your Apple phone, whatever you have, it'll work. And you've got two ports to handle anything basically. So there's two ways to charge the WORKPRO. Power Station. Use the included adapter right here. Have it plugged into 120 volts, and I've got the barrel connector plugged right into the DC input, and you get a nice status. You see it's blinking. So I've been charging it for a couple hours, and it's going to be complete really soon. Another way you could charge is using this really nice high quality cigarette lighter plug. It's got a red LED on there and it has the barrel plug that plugs right into there. Really nice braided cable and a long length that did a really nice job on this. So you can charge it using your automobile. Now another way to charge the WORKPRO is to take your own USB-C cable and port. So here I've got a 1.5 amp USB 5 volt 2 amp output, and I've got the USB-C plugged right in, and you can see it's got the display. So it's another way you could charge it if you don't want to use the barrel connector. Here's another great feature of the WORKPRO. It has the barrel connector outputs. Here's a very bright, this draws about 5 amps spotlight, and I can plug in the barrel connector right there, and it comes on super bright, and this will last and power this for a really long time because of the big battery inside there. And of course you got 2 ports, so you can connect 2 things at the same time if you want to on those ports. Super bright, and it's not facing this at all because this has a lot of power. Now let's look at the AC power. I have just a basic example right here. I have a 120 volt LED lamp bulb. Turn this on, get a little indicator right there. See, the fan comes on initially because it thinks it's going to be a bigger load, but it's not, so then it shuts off. So that's powering this perfectly at 120 volts. We're going to put some heavier loads on there. We're also going to look at this with an oscilloscope. Now here I'm just testing and pushing it to the limit because this is about 600 watts angle grinder. Let's just see how it does. So handled that with no problem. It didn't even kick on the fan at that. Now here's a 500 watt power tool, also a DeWalt jigsaw, so you can handle that. So there's the fan, just for a short time, so it handled it fine. Most of the time you're going to be putting things like laptops, power supply, things like that. Nothing that's at a high capacity that I just tested with. But I wanted to demonstrate that it handled it with no problem, and it barely kicked on the fan for cooling. So let's take a look at the output. I have a plug on here, and I'm going to monitor the voltage. Let's take a look. Showing it at about 111 volts. Now we're going to look at the function of the wave on here, see what it looks like. And there you have it. There's the sine wave on here. It's at about 119 volts, and you can see it's a beautiful sine wave. So they're digitally creating a sine wave very similar to what comes out of your household AC current, so that if you have a product that uses that for timing, the 120 hertz, it will actually work just fine. Really nice. Now I'm going to test the jump starter function, but I wanted to show you first. I've got it plugged in right there, and I have it across a multimeter, and you can see that it's producing 13.19 volts, and it's ready to jump start your car. So there's no electronics in there that's going to give you any problems monitoring or anything. It's right there, the voltage, right when you connect it up. After about 30 seconds, you should be able to jump start your car, which I'm going to test right now with a dead battery on my car. On the side of the module that has the 12 volt jumping cables, there is a status indicator, and it's waiting for me to connect it to my dead battery. So we've all had this happen. You go to start your car and you crank it, and this is what you hear. So what do? Take the keys out and jump the vehicle. So here I am with the WORKPRO, and I'm going to be jump starting. So I have the positive connected. I'm going to connect the negative, and let's listen and watch the display. So here I am connecting the positive or the negative. You hear that relay click, and then it went to green, letting me know that it is ready to charge. Now we've got the jumper on there. And there you go. Car starts just fine. So after testing, what do I think about the WORKPRO brand, their 300 watt AC portable power station with that 307 watt hours? Really nice product. I love the handle on here. It pulls it perfectly. It's about 10 pounds, not bad at all. The port on there for jump starting, as I demonstrated, worked great. The USB-A ports, the output DC 12 volts right there, and the charging input right here. The ability to turn this on and off, and a nice display. And of course, the AC on here works excellent. As I demonstrated, I couldn't even get it to overload with power tools. So this is an impressive product. You're going to want to get one of these to jump your car, to bring on camping, to power something while you're camping or outside. Just have an emergency backup system for AC power and for 12 volt DC power and for car jump starting. The included charger and the 12 volt cigarette lighter adapter. Excellent product, highly recommended. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to alert to new video uploads. And if you thought this review was helpful, please hit the like button. There'll be an ordering link in the information section of this video review. Please use that link when you order this product to help support this channel. I hope this video review helped you with your buying decision. Thank you for watching.